Big week for inflation data. Let's bring in Rob Kaplan, former Dallas Fed president and a current vice chairman at Goldman Sachs. Will we get to 2 soon? Is that really doable in their favored way of looking at a PCE?
It's going to be slow to get from 3 to 2, and the issue will be services. Economy is cooling. We're moving in that direction, but I think the last mile will be more challenging, and there's a few reasons for that. Globalization has become deglobalization. We've got substantial fiscal spending and deficits that are actually still stimulating the economy. You've got a number of other issues. So I think the challenge for the Fed is this last bit will be slower, and they're very aware of that, I think.
But the jobs market at this point, which is maybe starting to show some signs of weakening, are we close enough there? And can the Fed say we're on our way to 2, so we're in a position where we can ease a little?
I think if I were sitting in my former seat, I'd be getting ready to cut the rates in September. I wouldn't make any commitments between now and then, but I think they're positioning to cut rates in September, and they'll take it then one meeting at a time. There's enough cross currents that I think the smart thing to do is be short on prognostications and long on risk management, and I think risk management will dictate a rate cut in September.
And you wouldn't have a problem with that? It's not moving the goalposts, per se, of inflation?
I think as long as they see continued progress, I think you've seen enough cooling in the economy that I think they could justify a cut in September. But again, they'll wait right up until game time to make that decision.
For us to be able to afford the debt service on the national debt, what do we want? Do we want lower rates because it's easier to pay, or do we want a stronger economy for tax revenue?
I mean, I think the challenge looking beyond the next few months is in an aging society that's highly leveraged, where interest expense is going to be $1 trillion next year, we've got to find ways to grow faster with lower costs. So what are examples of ways to grow faster? Legal immigration reform. Maybe a regulatory review, cost-benefit analysis across the economy that looks at ways to unleash more growth and still have strong enough regulation. I think this trend toward deglobalization and tariffs probably is going in the wrong direction, and I would guess there's going to be more review of appropriate, trade policy. And then this fiscal spending it's creating growth, but is it organic growth or it is a little bit more artificial? I think we've got to get back to ways to grow the workforce and improve productivity, and that's still the most important issue for managing the debt.
If we all got along in this world, we'd still have some offshoring, wouldn't we?
Yes. There are examples of things that are done for lower costs around the world that strategically are not that important for us to do, and trade is a strategic asset. And one of the big issues that's a sensitive one is we're building 20 or 25 battery plants in the United States where China makes those lithium batteries for a third to half the cost. We're building them. We're creating several 100,000 jobs related to those, but will they be globally competitive without tariffs? Or will the next generation leapfrog those? Those are the kinds of issues we're going to probably have to come to grips with.
Like the onshoring, which we all want. We want the jobs here, but that almost paves the way for tariffs, which are inflationary.
Yeah, we're going to have to find ways to create more organic growth, sustainable
AI,
organic
Bob,
growth.
Don't worry about it. AI is going to do all that
and
for
so
us.
Even on AI, we're going to have to improve early childhood literacy, secondary education, skills training to allow people to make the shift. If your job gets eliminated because of AI, the economy benefits if your next job, you continue to improve your productivity. So there's got to be more focus on education. And so these longer-term structural issues aren't as exciting as talking about the Fed funds rate, but they're essential.
All right, Robert Kaplan, thank you.
Good to talk to you.
You live in Texas, though, right?
I do.
Oh, my exes live in Texas. Where in Texas? I don't know.
In Dallas.
In Dallas?
Yes.
Okay. We're thinking about Texas, but I think it's Category 1 at this point, right?
It'll dissipate by the time it gets inland, but yeah, it's strong on the along the border.
I just hear Galveston.
Houston.
Yeah.
I just can't, remember that as many as 12,000 people died, and they had no idea.
Yeah.
In 1900, it's like, whoa,
Didn't know it was coming.
It's cloudy out
Cuba
there.
did. Cuba's weather service knew.
Right.
So as you heard from the governor, Texas is well prepared for this. They've been through this many times before, and I think they'll manage this well.